We'd better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Commodores' offense will have the football first. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. The give to the tailback. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And the Commodores can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
The Commodores come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
And the Commodores are moving quickly down the field. Off play action on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's off. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The Commodores in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Direct snap. Got room to work. They knock him down at the 40, but he picks up 5, and it'll be enough for a 1st down.
A nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching him off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the 1st down.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Turning it on! And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
He's got his man. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Using the quick game. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. We saw it on that last play.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got it on the move. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Barrels ahead. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Wants to go up top. Flushed out of the pocket. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Wide out trying to get it in. And they will score. Touchdown Doors.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off, third and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run, run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense. Get the passing touchdown and get this party started right.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look.
There he goes. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
there to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's it for the period, and it's Vanderbilt holding the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. He'll keep it on the sneak. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. A first down run on the doorstep. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Georgia! Looking for the tie with the extra point. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The give on the inside. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, we got to keep
heading to the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking to throw on first down. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Commodores are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun to give, looking for room. At the 45, on its way. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Commodores, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking downfield on first down. He's got the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
They'll go back to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend-don't-break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
And the Commodores come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Finds his tight end. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chain.
Saying I like that 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
From the gun, the ground game.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Quick strike complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
4th down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. Trying to keep this drive alive. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. They convert the 4th down, but back to the line with no time to waste. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Vandy.
Man, that's frustrating as a defense because you got to stop the run. There's a good chance they're running the football here in this situation, trying to punch it in the end zone. You're trying to go to the half with a little bit of momentum. This defense just couldn't make the play to get off the field.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The running back has it. Breaks into the open. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Touchdown, Bulldogs. He would not be denied.
And that is going to leave the head coach scratching his head. The final play of the first half, your opponent runs the ball, and you can't tackle him and get him down with all those bodies back playing prevent. That is a terrible job of defense. And to add insult to injury, you've now given up the lead.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
It'll be third and short from their own 33. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Georgia sends out the punt team. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. He's looking to pass. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Looking to fire. Got his man on the right. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. This offense has it with really good field position. Running back searching for a hole. Gets a pass to Marker. Nice pickup on the ground here. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Uga trying to make this red zone trip pay off. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go to the ground. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back.
Touchdown, Georgia! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Bringing it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
We got a close game here in the third quarter, and you're seeing momentum shift right now for the defense. The last drive out, they gave up a touchdown. This drive, though, they've now forced a 3-and-out. They've done an outstanding job, and you can see them now playing with more confidence.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Great place to start for this offense. They'll move the tight end. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Hit as he throws. Big fella moving. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
hauls it in. At midfield, he's got room. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Here's a heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Commodores headed quickly to the line.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlight.
Turning it on. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Give to the running back. Can't get him to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Georgia lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and look for room. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. The inside handoff. There he goes. Got enough space. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Trying to barge their way in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Defense might bring the house here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Dogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the back. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. Back to pass. Pulls it in, it's Shaw. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Shaw. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46. And the Commodores will have it 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Gonna look downfield again. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. Grab behind the line. It's off.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Makes the grab on the left. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40. The Commodores want to move quickly.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back.
Hold.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. And the Commodores are marching down the field. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Williamson. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
Well, the receiver was able to make the catch on the slant throw, and then he got north right away. He creased the defense with his speed, picking up extra yardage after catching the slant.
The Commodores had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Catch in the middle, it's Williamson. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. He's got him. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. And the Commodores have it with a 1st and goal. Snap in the shotgun. Touchdown, Commodores! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Breaks the tackle. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Pocket breaking down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It's reverse. Oh, that did not go as planned, except for the defense. They were right there to make the big stop. 2nd and long here, but objective number 1, keep that clock moving. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
On the ground, it's Thomas. On his feet at the 40. Powers through. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory.